All right, hello everyone. So today is Tuesday, the 20th of May. So I put the astro hours here for gold. As you can see, these were yesterday's hours. The market came up to 1950. I said the US was looking better as well yesterday, the US or the lunchtime. And this is the US morning session, right? And then the market just sizzled down, came all the way into there. So let's take a look at what we've got. These are the levels we talked about before. So I marked them in as usual. As you can see, that's that 30 level there. Okay. Now, I said we'd get into this zone, so if the market went up, selling is not a bad idea. Yesterday, the US and Switzerland was closed, but US was the main thing, as you can see. And here, when the market just came down, that was about it. So today, this line is as at today from here onwards. Now, this is going to be the first stop. On the weekly, we still got room, okay? And we still got that 1920 on the price. So if the market does go up again, selling is not a bad idea. Where to sell? Well, it looks like this zone is going to be the place where it broke out of. So if the market comes back to the daily or the 1940 at an astro hour, it's sellable in this zone. That's one zone. And obviously here, okay, in there, the white line also, it should pop back into the daily pivot though. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. So if you're going to sell, you can sell here. From here, you want to buy, you can go up for an intraday trade. But remember, the trend is down. So if you want to go against it, it's going to be a little risky going against all of that. But this zone should be a place where the market should pick up. And then eventually we should break down as well. And on the weekly, we should still be looking out for this 1900 level. So the market should come back further down, in my opinion. Okay. So that's the breakdown, moving up in order to sell back down from this zone, okay, or slightly higher. All right. Euro dollar. Now, euro dollar, this is the 15-minute chart. Now, yesterday, this was 9:15. This is the time around time when I was doing the video yesterday. But if you took financial astrology from me, you would have marked in 9 o'clock, which is that one there. Okay. You would have marked that one in there. The rest of the hours, as you know, is at 12:45, which is one here. Okay. And the other one, the other time period when New York was opened is 3:30, 4:30, 3:30 was there. 4:30 was there. Okay, so under the white line, as you can see here, not much there. Now this is today, as you can see. All right. So after that big fall, nothing really happened. But if you went long from here, you still should have been okay because it went all the way up there. We had hours into 525 here. Okay, which is there. All right, 525 is that bar there. The market went from there to there, as you can see. All right. Now, what to do with the euro dollar? As you know, with the euro dollar, we're looking to come down, okay, into this zone later on. This should, I think, this should wave up a little bit later on, but looks like that zone is going to be where we're heading for. Now, today you have to look out for this level, HCL1, which is 0673, which is here. All right. Today, that's the level there. And there, we've already done that, so that's nice and easy. And on the monthly, we were expecting that 46 level before any bounce, so 1.0657, 1.0657 is there. All right, so those still targets to go there. If you want to, this should then start to push up. If it comes down first, buying is not a bad option because we should go up to fill in the gaps here and here. So the market going all the way back up to the daily pivot is definitely an option. So buying on the lows is not a bad idea. Okay. if you want to go up as well during the intraday, and that's not a problem in my opinion as well. So if it comes down first, buying is not a bad idea. US 30, now yesterday New York, as you know, was closed off, but still, as you can see, that's your 2 o'clock there. That's your 3:30, right? We didn't have anything at 2 o'clock. We had 12:45, which is there, okay? And that's the low of that Asia session there, filling in the gap. You see there's a gap here nicely. And from that 3:30 all the way into 6:30, which we did have, 6:15, okay? And then we had that midnight around there, okay? Which is the big fall off there. We had 11:30, all right? And there, as you can see. Okay, so this is where the market pretty much closed off in the New York session. Okay, 7:45 my time. So there. All right. And that's the 6:30 time zone there. 6:15 is what we had as well there. Okay. So on that one, 6:15, 6:30 actually we had there. Okay, and then the market fell down. So I didn't put the hours here for today, but for Dow Jones, okay, that zone was a sell level yesterday. So selling is okay there. Selling is still okay in my opinion. Selling from this level is okay. There, the daily pivot is okay. On the weekly, last week it already did the goodbye kiss. I'm not sure if it'll come up there, but in Astro hours, I think it's worth the push down. So the market should be going towards 32,492. Okay, 32. On the weekly as well, you can see this first level there is that 43. So this week we'll keep 32,492 as a target. 32,492. Okay, so that's a weekly target there. Okay, on the daily, that's all the way down there, 30, which is 32,333. Okay, so I don't think we need to put that in there since we already have that. I'd rather go with the weekly ones. Then we've got 32,403. 32,403 is about there. So we'll take this as our target zone. All right, whoops. All right, so this will be the target zone for us. If we go back, let's see if there's anything interesting there for us. Not particularly. There we go. So selling from around here is not a bad idea at the Astro hours to push down. If it pulls back in the New York session, you can also sell as well. 421 was an Astro hour for today, which is right there. Okay, 421 is there. The market's still there. And today we've got 909, which is pretty much right there. Okay. And then you got 1045 here. So this place is not a bad spot where the change for the day can happen as well, and then it'll start to push down into the New York session as well, because until New York pre-session, pre-trading session, which is going to be like 8 to 8:30 a.m. New York session, there's nothing really happening on. To sell that daily line 49, 33,238, 33,238 is also an option. Okay, so if it comes back into 33,238 there, You can also sell off here as well at Astro hours, not a problem. Okay, so if it goes beyond that, just be mindful. If it goes above and closes above the high of yesterday, don't muck around with it, obviously. Okay, because you'll get a breakout on the PST indicator on the daily here, and you don't want to stand in front of that at the moment. Okay, because that could take us all the way up into there. I'll just draw this as well. This is why this line is currently working. There. All right. So if it goes slightly higher into there, just 33,340, 340, that's also acceptable. But that's about it. Anything beyond that, don't stand in front of it. Okay. So from these zones here, we can expect to sell off. And like I said, waiting for that 1045 is not a bad idea. Let's take a look at SP 500, NASDAQ, and Bitcoin. In essence, when you're trading the indices, always look out for the US session, because that's when the majority of the action happens in the US session. So you definitely want to be mindful about what's going on and at what hours the markets are going to move in the US session. Right, and so this is US 500, SP 500, okay? These were the Astro hours yesterday. So as you can see, these lows were also good to buy because the market closed the gap. Okay, nice and easy. Okay, so let's take a look. Now, this zone we marked about selling before. So I still say we can sell from these levels here. Today we got the 67.68 on the daily, and that's going to be 4239, 4255. Okay, so we got 4239. 4255. So these are still on the cards. All right. On the SP 500. As you can see in that zone, that's the LCL1, 4255. The other one is 4250, as you can see there, and 4239 there on the daily. On the weekly, if you take a look, we should head back into that 60 zone, which is 4,200. Okay, so we should come back into that zone. On the daily, the goodbye kiss is at 60, which is 4,204, which is still there. So we should still be in here. Okay, and that's basically it. The market may test the high of yesterday, and that's fine. Okay, if it retests the high of yesterday, I think that's also sellable, and these levels are also good to sell there. Okay, 4:21 in the morning must have been somewhere around there. Okay, on this one as well, waiting for that. The first thing you want to do is wait for the 1045 there. If you want to sell, this zone again is, like I said, good. Other than that, use the PST levels. Wait for the Astro hours. You don't need to rush a trade. Just take your coffee, relax, and wait for the Astro hours to happen. Okay, and this 1045 also is not a bad place, like I said. And if the market's still hanging around here or goes slightly up, then it's okay. You see, we don't have even highs here. All right, it's like this. Okay, as you can see. All right, so going up a little bit and then coming down is also okay. Selling in this zone is also okay. So either way, go with the Astro hours, and that's fine. Just remember, this makes a trend line liquidity. Okay, so the market in the New York session may throw up and then come down. All right, so be mindful. NASDAQ, so let's take a look at this. Now, this is an hour chart. Let's turn this into a 15-minute chart. As you can see, the market came nicely down yesterday. This was Friday. What a day on Friday. Going all the way into that closing session. Okay, this is a big, nice impulse wave. The market will come back later all the way down, don't worry. Okay, so this is just something to throw everybody off, and it will come back down. Okay, in fact, I'm going to extend this all the way there, and so on. So if you were trading NASDAQ yesterday as well, despite the fact that the US was closed, that was the low at the Astro hours, as you can see, right, from 3:30 there into 4:30 there. Okay. Let's take a look at the daily. So that's one level 79, 14,390, and then we've got 14,647. 14,467 is there. And the other one was 639, around there. Okay, on the daily, if it goes all the way into that 83, which is quite high actually, 14,647. On the weekly, this is a good spot. Okay, 14,496. So 14,467, 14,496. This is a good spot. Okay, so if the market comes in here at an Astro hour, these levels we'll be looking to sell at. And, also check out your swing days as well, selling from the highs. It should, once they start selling, we should definitely come all the way into the weeklies for sure, and possibly break below. Bitcoin, yesterday, this is also, as you can see here, that was the 9 in the morning, but beyond that, it kept coming down. That's the 12:30 zone there, all the way into, whoops, there. All right, so yesterday we had the 525, 615 as well. So that's your 525. Okay, so the market just came down. We had 430, remember? Okay, 430 is there. So all those highs, we had also 330 as well. So you see they were all high levels there. That's 3. So the market just went boom from there right into, then it went into closing there, 11 o'clock. Now this is where we are. Now with Bitcoin, as you know, I said we've got a runner. Selling from that zone is normal, like I said. And we should still sell down because that's head and shoulders, in my opinion. And then if the market goes back to retest, selling is not a bad idea. That's what the market did yesterday. So this zone is still a sell zone. We don't have anything on the daily with the PST, but weekly, remember I drew this line before. You see how nice that that line is bouncing off the prices. So I'm still in favor of selling. And the purple zone, having touched that, is fine. If it goes back up, I think selling is the way to go on these. Okay, and that's basically it on these. On Bitcoin, there we go. So marking that level, okay, again on your daily, if it goes in there, you're good to go. Okay, we don't have any PST levels, but if you're using your ATAM strategy, what you can do, you can go to the 1 hour chart and sell on the PST's 1 hour resistance. If it's an Astro hour, that's also doable. Okay, that'll get you an intraday trade as well.